This effect has fooled the best names in Magic. G'day champion, how you doing? Welcome back to Murphy's Magic Stumped. I'm of course Bo Creamer. I hope you're having an absolutely splendid Tuesday, because boy oh boy do I have an episode for you today. Now before we jump into today's episode, I do want to tell you about this week's giveaway. If you want a chance to win the Card Magic Bundle, stick around till later on in the episode, my best friend, and I'll show you how to enter that giveaway. Now you've seen the thumbnail, you saw the intro, you know why you're here. You're here to learn absolutely everything you need to know about New Wave by João Miranda and Victor Sanz. Now when this effect first dropped, we had a plethora, and I mean a plethora of questions about it. It stumped you and it stumped me, no wonder why it's called the Magician Fooler. So today we're going to do a deep dive into the effect. But I hear a couple of you saying, Bo, what is New Wave? Well my friend, let's check out a full performance of it right now.
Can I trust you?
Sure.
I'm gonna give you my wallet.
Okay.
Put your hand like this.
Okay.
Don't run, please.
Okay.
Do you know the deck of cards? I want you to name any value.
Okay. So it can be the 7?
The 7 could be an option.
Yeah.
Do you want the 7?
Yes, 7.
Okay. Let me show you what I have here, okay? Here in my wallet, well, I keep some money as usual, okay? I have my credit cards,
Okay.
you know? But this is the thing that is interesting.
Okay.
What do you think is this? What do you think is this?
I think it's my number of the card.
That would be a miracle. It's not possible. Do you
Okay.
think? Could be a cool trick, right?
So maybe like
It's
the 6?
it's 4 cards, okay? There are 4
Okay.
cards. Nothing in my hands.
Okay.
And let's pretend that they are the 4 sevens.
Okay, 4 7s. Okay.
I'm going to remove one of the 2 sevens.
Okay.
The black ones or the red ones. Which one do you want?
The red ones.
The red ones. Put your hand like this. This is the 7 of hearts.
Okay.
Like this.
Okay.
7 of hearts, and this is the 7 of diamonds.
Okay.
You have to choose which 7 you want, the hearts of diamonds.
The hearts.
Do you want the hearts?
Yes.
Okay, you don't like the diamonds. Watch. I know it. I know it. Watch. The 7 of hearts is the only card here that is face up. Two of hearts. Because it's the only card here that is face up. And it's the King of Hearts. But I was so sure that you are going to pick the 7 of Hearts. The rest of the cards are blue, but this one is the only one that is red, and it's from another deck. Watch, all cards are blue, and this one is even from another deck. So I was so sure that you are going to pick it. But the 2 of Hearts is the only one that is red, and it's from another deck. And because I was so sure, put your hand like this. There is no more 7s here, because it's only the 7 of Hearts. Put your hand like this. That's why those kings doesn't exist. Other choose. That's why it doesn't exist, and it's no more choose in this packet.
Okay, that's well done.
Now you're looking for a little bit more Murphy's Magic, a little bit more exclusivity. That's something you're not going to see everywhere else. Well, my friends, we have the thing for you. Introducing Murphy's Membership. Now in this little ditty, you're going to get free membership tutorials. Also behind the scenes exclusives at New Effects, where we break down absolutely everything you need to know, even show off the gimmick live on stream, or in tasty little reels and clips just for members only. You also get your name in every single Murphy's custom content video on YouTube, as a special little thank you for being awesome. If you want to check out these member tiers, link in the description below. Go treat yourself. How good is that? Fooled, right? I know I was. Jiminy Christmas, is it so good? So let's dive into absolutely everything you need to know about New Wave. Now let's start this off with your first choice. Before you even get this in the mail, you need to decide of 3 different ones: the euros, the US dollars, and the receipts. Now the receipts are for the universal people that are outside the US or outside Europe. Now you need to choose one of these 3 different versions because these contain the gimmicks. We'll get more into that in just a wee second. Now, once you've made that decision and the postman arrives and hands you the box into your beautiful hands, what do you find inside? Well, you find either your euros, US dollars, or your receipts, plus a whole bunch of cards and a few extra pieces to make the magic happen. Plus, you also receive that beautiful wallet. Now, I know a lot of you want to know whether you can use your own wallet. This wallet is specially made for this effect, so it has all the customization done to it. If you want to use your own wallet, yes, you possibly could. Once you get it in your hot little hands and you know how it works, you could probably customize your own wallet, but I would highly recommend using the wallet provided. Now, this wallet is made of leather, so once you first get it, it's going to be quite stiff and hard. But as you practice and perform the effect, it's going to loosen up like a regular leather wallet does. So don't be put off if you start practicing it and the wallet seems a little stiff. Just keep working it and the leather will loosen up. Now on to those other gimmicks. What are they like? Well, the US dollars, euros, and receipts are made of a very thin piece of paper with a special plastic coating. So they're gonna last you absolutely forever. And I mean forever. And as for the playing cards, well, they are just regular playing cards. You do receive all the cards you need to perform the effect, and they stay inside your wallet, safe and sound, so they're gonna last you a long time as well. Now, if that's all you needed to know, what was inside the box, and you're ready to pick it up right now, well, good news, my friend. There's a link in the description below right now where you can pick it up for $99.95, and you need a skill level of an intermediate magician to perform it. Now, honestly, I would say that a beginner magician could perform this as well. It is incredibly easy to do. Depending on which way you want to perform it, if you are a beginner magician, you can perform this without any sleights. It is that easy to do. But we say intermediate magician because you might want to add some in. So that brings me on to the tutorial itself. What's it like? Well, this is shot by João Miranda and his team over there at João Miranda HQ. What you're seeing on screen right now is exactly how this looks when you watch it at home. It's beautifully shot, easy to understand, and covers several different angles. So you're never left wondering what to do or what just happened. Now, inside this tutorial, you learn the history of the effect and how to build your gimmicks. That's right, there is some DIY required to build your gimmicks. Now, I got asked why these gimmicks weren't pre-made, and I would very much assume that they weren't pre-made. So if you wanted to use currency in your own country, you could definitely do that. So the pieces provided, you could definitely customize to your own bills. That would, however, mean you need to chop up some bills. So be very cautious of that. The DIY itself is incredibly easy to do. I'm sure you learned how to do this DIY when you're probably 4 or 5 in arts and crafts. It's that easy. Now on to the routine itself. Like I mentioned, it is incredibly easy to do. A beginner magician could definitely pull this off. Where you want to get into the intermediate skill level is where it comes down to the patter, your performance, and maybe some sleights you want to add. The reset time is pretty much down to 5 seconds or less. Then you're ready to go for the next table or group of spectators. So if you're a close-up walk-around magician that wants to have the perfect effect for your spectators, this is it. It not only, like I said, fools magicians, but it fools laymen alike. Everything in this routine makes sense on why you need to do certain things. This obviously would play absolutely beautifully well for social media or TV, or even a parlor situation. But if you're a stage magician, you probably want to have a camera on a close-up of your wallet and those beautiful cards. This may have you asking questions about the examinability and the angles of this performance, which I'll get into right after this short message. Oh, look at these absolute champions. You guys are the best. It's true, I've Googled it. Now, my best friend, let's jump into today's giveaway. But before we get into today's giveaway, I want to find out who won last episode's bundle. So, who's it gonna be? Whenever you're ready, editor man. Hey, thanks mate, thank you. Congratulations, champion. You're the winner of last episode's bundle. So, if you could DM me on any of Murphy's socials, I'll get that prize out to you quicker. You can say, hey, thanks very much, Bo. My absolute pleasure, my friend. My absolute pleasure. Now on to this week's giveaway. If you want a chance to win the Card Magic Bundle, all you need to do is comment in the comment section below, what card would you have facing up in those cards? Would it be the Ace of Diamonds, the Four of Clubs? Whatever it is, let me know in the comment section below. Then on next episode's episode of Stumped, I'll draw a name out at random and you'll be announced in that episode. So, good luck. Also, if you haven't checked out last week's episode of Stumped, make sure you do. Card on screen right now. It's where I go over absolutely everything you need to know about this incredible piece of magic. Now, my friend, let's get into that examinability. Is this effect examinable? Now, this all comes down to how examinable do you want it. You can have the spectators hold the cards during the performance. You even show those cards during said performance. Now, your wallet does hold those gimmicks, so I wouldn't recommend having a spectator examine your wallet. Not that I think a spectator would want to examine your wallet, but you're being pretty free and open during the performance, showing your wallet and showing the cards. They even hold the cards during the performance, like I mentioned, so they're not going to want to check out anything else. If you're familiar with B-Wave, you know what I'm talking about. Now onto those pesky angles. Can you perform this surrounded? Well, yes you can. During the explanational video, I was trying really hard to think of a way that this could be exposed. There are some moves in this that you could be worried about, but like I mentioned, the way this is performed makes complete sense for you to be set up to do those moves. And everything is really easy and covered by other things in the wallet. So your spectators aren't gonna see anything at all. So yes, definitely perform this up to 360 degrees surrounded. All right, so let's wrap up New Wave into a tiny little package. Now, if you're at Blackpool Magic Convention in 2024, you might have seen Victor Sanz perform New Wave at his stand. One of these magicians was João Miranda, who was immediately fooled and clueless about the method. When João found out the secret, he fell in love with the trick even more. Even the legendary Denny Dorotis was fooled. This effect isn't just another take on the classic B-Wave. It's a revolution that elevates it to a new level of impossibility. Now here's why you need New Wave. It has an unforgettable double impact. The chosen card is not only face up, but is also a contrasting back color, creating two stunning surprises in one moment. It's elegant, gimmicked, custom-designed wallet, crafted from real leather and ingeniously gimmicked. This wallet was designed from scratch for this effect, allowing for smooth and deceptive handling that feels completely natural. Now, this was engineered to fool. This isn't just for lay audiences. New Wave is crafted to leave everyone questioning the method, even seasoned magicians. Now, New Wave is more than just a trick. It's an essential weapon for your arsenal, turning a classic mental miracle into a multi-layered experience that leaves audiences stunned. If you're looking for a surefire high-impact effect that's powerful for magicians as it is for lay people, New Wave is the game changer you've been waiting for. Now, like I mentioned, with this effect, there is some DIY required, but all the materials are included. Now again, please note that you need to choose from either dollars, euros, or receipts for that universal version. And if you want to see more on New Wave, again, there's a link in the description below right now where you can pick it up for $99.95, and you need a skill level of an intermediate magician to perform it. Now, if you do have any questions on anything you've seen in this episode, please throw them down in the comment section below, but make sure you use the hashtag question time so I can find them amongst all the competition entries. Now, my best friend, go on, get out of here, go enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow on What's New This Week, on our Discord for our weekly jams, trivia games, hangouts, and even more. We're on Saturday for another free tutorial on Saturday Sorcery. Now take care, my friend. See you later. Bye for now. Whoa, hey, whoa, what's that? Oh, you should definitely check out that. Oh, there's so much good magic in there. You won't regret it. Hey, whoa, hey, look at this bad boy. You should definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe, then watch that. Oh, it's a good day to treat yourself.